Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope, probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no.
Hey guys, it's Dag, and it is Tataru Tuesday, which means that I'm going to be here in Eorzea today, and I am going to be streaming my monk, Chad Fist. And I have a little bit of pre-work that I want to chat with you all about. So one of the things that I have kind of made it my mission is to give back to the community as best I can. And the community that I live in does pretty well, and they're not terribly bad off. I mean, we have our issues, ups and downs, like every other community, but I would say that probably we are probably do better than most communities. And so one of the things that I've looked for is being able to kind of stretch just exactly how much I can give and to where. One of the things I had done when I was working 40 hours a week, 48 hours a week, whatever the case was, for 40 years was to volunteer time and donate my time to the local food banks, because there's always been an issue where I've had food on the table, my kids have had food on the table, my wife has had food on the table, and we've never been want for being hungry or anything like that. That hasn't been the case for everybody. And so one of the things that I set out to do early on was to give back. And I thought at the time that the best way to do that would be to donate time, go into the food bank, spend a couple of hours there packing food and putting it into packages to go out to people and stuff like that. I found out over the years that volunteering is cool. It tends to help make you feel better, because in reality, what happens, and don't get me wrong, food banks love to have the assistance, especially during the holiday season, because that's when, the most amount of times. There are times during the year when things just like, you got to have some assistance. And, they're definitely into having the assistance at certain times of the year. So holidays is definitely one of them. There are times when there might be emergencies that come up, natural disasters and stuff, and they get mobilized in order to assist as well. So one of the things that I found out was volunteering takes funds, admin funds, specifically from money that the banks could be using in order to put food on the tables. Because you have to have people that watch over you. You have to have people that are trained. You have to have people that do training for the volunteers. You've got security. You've got, people that watch over things. It just goes long list of things. Something else I found out while I was working with food banks over the years is that 9 times out of 10, people go out, we're going to gather food and we're going to take it to the food bank. Probably never going to reach someone's table, because there are standards that have to be abided by in order to be able to put the food on the table, USDA requirements, et cetera, and a lot of times people don't tend to put the things out for the actual food banks that are required to be put on the people's tables. And so a lot of that food doesn't reach the table. Sometimes it goes to waste, or it gets sold to maybe the local restaurants or something like that might need it, or the bottom line is it doesn't go to the people in need. So the best way that I have found to be able to give to the food bank is actually collecting funds and asking for donations in order to give money to the food banks directly. Now, there are several food banks in the area where I happen to reside, and it's like I went and specifically looked at those particular food banks to see if I could give money directly to them. And unfortunately, they're not linked to any of the gamer type sites that allow you to do charity collection for your streams. So Tiltify, which is the one I'm using here. I know that also Streamer Labs or Streamlabs also has a charity built in. Twitch also has charity built in, but only if you're getting paid by Twitch to do it. And I am not. So I have no access to the Twitch charity stuff. So anyway, long story getting longer, sorry about that, is that I want to give back to the community. The best way that I have discovered to be able to do that is by actually going and asking for funding to be put to the charity that I have listed at the top. I gotta look, which way am I pointing? That way, the top of the screen. Oh, no, you do not need to see my nose. Okay, I gotta fix that, hang on. I zoom in for my nose hair, close up, right? Now, all right, so the top of the screen, I'm showcasing Feeding America. So Feeding America is a national organization, it's a nonprofit, and they distribute funds throughout the United States in order to assist people in need. And so my drive from now until the beginning of next year, so for 2 months, I'm going to be supporting the stream that you see at the top of the screen and the charity there, and I'm going to be asking for people to donate. I am not going to be yakking on incessantly about it. I'll probably do a 5-minute spiel about it at the beginning of every stream, and then I won't say anything. But I will point out that there's a QR code over there. So please, if you are so inclined to give any funds to this stream, or for the purpose of going specifically to Feeding America, not to pay me because I don't get any kickback for this or anything like that, please scan the QR code and consider giving some money. You'd be surprised how even small amounts, $1, $5, $10, whatever, will go a long ways towards putting food on the table for people. And I have statistics that I have read, and I don't remember them off the top of my head, and I'm not going to go look it up right now. But bottom line is that there's a lot of people out there in need, and it isn't getting any easier. And I'm not going to turn this into a political rant or anything like that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So in order to help out our neighbors, in order to help out our fellow human beings, I'm asking that you donate to the cause that I have here. Feeding America, and the QR code's over there. Thank you so much. Now let's get on with the stream, okay? I've got Chad, and I have been messing around with him just a few minutes before the stream started to get him up and running with his crafting, because I never set him up crafting. And so I figured the best way to level crafting is to just go and make one of everything that's on the list. And so I'm just kind of churning through that. And I've done this with leatherworking, and I'm at a level 13 levelworking, which is really cool. And I also have blacksmithing, but I'm not going to tackle that tonight. So I just want to read what this has to say about material conditions. As synthesis progresses, material condition will fluctuate between excellent and poor. Okay. Using touch actions when conditions are either good or excellent will result in greater increases in quality when the action is successful. Note, however, that the following step, material condition will always drop to poor. In the following step, okay, I'm normal, excellent, poor. So as you tool the stuff, the material gets worse. That makes sense. And what you want to do is get it finished before it gets to be poor. Otherwise, your materials, you end up failing, right? So yeah, okay, I get that. That's what they're telling me. That's the touch actions. That's the part I don't understand. Using touch actions. What the hell is a touch action? Is a touch action actually shown somewhere? Active help, UI setting. Okay, so where is the touch? Where would be the touch action? That would be. Okay, we're gonna go back. I got new recipes in there, but I'm not ready to start working on them. So, wow. Okay, I don't know what the touch actions would be. I'm going to have to look that one up. So let me make a note of that. Touch. What are touch actions for crafting? Question mark. Okay. I got one more thing I need to do here before we can jump in and start doing the actual stuff and things. Twitch, hello. Stream manager. Live. Stream manager. There I am. And make sure that the sound's off. I have two different iPads. I have an iPad mini that I carried for many years, and then my eyes started getting worse and worse. And I also have an iPad, a 12-inch one. And I'm watching the Warriors game on one, and I've got my mini over here showing me to make sure that the stream is actually functioning properly and stuff. So anyway, okay. I'm done with leveling my leather crafting for the evening. Let's get Chad in his regular gear. And yeah, he needs to go back to Monk. There he is. The Chad we have, oh, can't go out that door. Bonk. All right, let's see. I need to go to Alamigo. So let's just jam on over there. Nope, I don't want to return. And, where is it? Little Alamigo. No. There it is, the Alamigan Quarter. So I've got to go talk to the bull because I've got a quest that I need to start there. And I'm trying to... Yeah, it's over there. All right, so we're gonna get on a mount and fly on over. Do 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 do. So this has been kind of a weird week. I say that all the time. It's been a weird week. But yeah, I'm trying to get several things done this week. And like, we have a pool. Okay, we're not hurting, right? We have a pool in our backyard. And the pool guy broke our filter. And I'm like at the point where I want to get rid of the pool guy and find someone else to help out? Or am I at the point now where I just do this myself for the rest of my life? Because I'm tired of guys coming in and just breaking shit all the time. So I spent the afternoon fixing our pool filter, which is, yeah, that wasn't fun. All right, Raubahn. Let's see what's up with you. Raubahn seems unconvinced by the Kalyani's sincerity. Kalyani. This Kalyani elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What do you think, Chad? You're asking me? The enthralled cannot be trusted. Mayhaps even the enthralled can learn to compromise? Well, I'll be nice. You believe an understanding can be reached? Just not entirely unheard of, I suppose. Those who followed Saint Shiva eventually sought reconciliation with Ishgard. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened. Ideally, with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can you rely on the scions? Can we rely on the scions? Yeah. I'll round up our comrades, send them to the Alamigan Quarter. You can go ahead if you like, Chad. Why, thank you, Ehrenwald. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. And off he goes. So this is the beginning of Return of the Bull. All right, bull hockey, and we're going to get back on the mount and fly back into Alamiga. Alamigan. Thank God for flying. And I guess I'll stand here and wait at the destination. All right, what's happened? Ah, the scions. Well, some of them. Chad, I've brought reinforcements. Why, thank you. Ehrenwald told me the arrival of our unexpected guests, and I agree that it would be prudent to call upon Ishtola and Thancred as well. Yeah, probably good call. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I'm not familiar with the Kalyana tribe myself, but Ilisay's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races, despised it, in fact, even compared to other Ananta. Indeed, the apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lys was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have both eyes inside and outside the palace. So one eye, you have to be cross-eyed, right? So you're going to be, I don't know, something like that. That's weird. All right. Estola and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to help watch over proceedings in the throne room itself. All right, Chad's in agreement. Understood. We should join General Alden inside then. Chad, do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. And they're going to go test that theory, I guess. All right, and we got to go this way. Is this the... Oh, I'm headed the wrong way, of course. Let's see, I got to jump on a mount and go over everybody. Quickest way there is flight. All right, it seems that... There we go. That mount is a whole lot less annoying if you're flying on it instead of just running around on the ground. Okay. You're with the Scions, sir. General Alden left orders that you were to be escorted inside if you'll follow me. Yes. Enter the Royal Palace.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Lys.
I am Lys Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there?
We're all going, no, we pass. They're all saying,
Then
no
let's
kings.
sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
They need a round table.
Expertly done. Lys has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi!
Okay, that doesn't sound good.
Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage.
Ah. She's gonna call forth another primal. Terrific.
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Oh, that didn't go well. Okay, get out. Here we go again.
God damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
I'm going to make a run to Safeway. I'll be right back.
Yeah, whatever she's about, you'd best make it quick. Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
This is kind of dramatic. Oh, I guess I get to talk to Arenvold. How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? We can't stay on the back foot forever. No, damn it. If I think like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light by my side. We can do this. Isn't that right, Chad? Chad's like, All right, use the duty action deflect to dissipate ether spheres releases during the battle. Okay, so I have duty action. Where is deflect? Is that going to show up someplace? I don't see it on my bar anywhere. Be warned that allowing an ally to become enthralled by an ether sphere will result in failure. Okay, so how do you do deflect? Oh, there's deflect. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Where's deflect?
Wow, I got to use peace and sustainability.
Wow, this is different. Duty failed. So I guess I have to go and... All right, so what do I need to do? Do I need to, like, directly attack the spheres, I guess, with deflect? I guess that's all I do. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we can do this. All right. Dissipate. Okay, so I just go after the spheres. Got it. Let's try it one more time at easy before I go super easy. Where are the spheres? Okay, there's one coming. So got to get these. There's one. Two. Any more spheres? Yeah, okay, 3 of them this time. All right, so we're going to go after one. All right, now I get this.
Wow, I offer you peace and serenity.
Where are the spheres? There's one. There's 2. 3. And another one over here. 2 for 1. Come on, deflect, please. Where's the other one? There's two on that side. Oh, shit. Okay. Gotta get these.
I shall free you from your hate.
Oh, fuck me. Holy shit. This is called just go back and forth and get them as best you can. I guess I got him, huh? Whew.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
I think I already failed at that. Oh, wow! That's an unlikely hero.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Come on, girlfriend, let's go do this. Okay. That was a surprise. Now, is she gonna unleash some more of these things? Oh, she might. I can't. Where'd she go? Invalid target? Why? Oh, because these guys are all getting enthralled. Active time maneuver. Tap button to break free. Oh, and I got these guys.
Your souls weigh heavy.
How come I can't hit her? Still an invalid target. The hell? There we go. Ah. This is kind of hard to see what you're doing, you know? She's so frickin' tall, it's like, really? This really does require a lot of focus.
Here he comes.
Did I get her? Half the time you can't tell. Oh, God. Yay!
We did it! We beat her!
Why, yes, you did. You want a brownie point? Or he's going to flash back and see what Lise said in order to get her to come and help.
What is this?
It's a sword.
I'm only going to say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Okay. That works. And the enthralled crowd comes back, no longer enthralled.
Seven hells. It's her, the butcher.
Dramatic.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
A single drop. Just one. All right, let's talk to Lise and see what's up here. Well fought, Chad Arvenwald. That was a near thing. Near is, yeah. Our stand against the Kalyani would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have... God, it's my fault. My stupid mistake. Why, yes, Lise, you suck. No, wait. Nay, lass, we are all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson and watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldiers who first spoke up in the favor of Kalyana, keeping their weapons springs to mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Justola. We'd appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fordola turned up. What was she even doing there? I asked her to come. Well, that explains it then. I guess it does. It's sad, but Ragnfrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the word in which Fordola grew up, if you say the world in which Fordola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happened right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it'll take. 'Tis a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, our Alphanod. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you're not interrupted, Chad. You and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it. Yeah, I don't rest. I just keep going. I'll have a week off, so, I'll just... All right. The stars.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
Hey, Shorty.
Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubahn Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
Oh, that's going to go over well.
But, Your Grace...
Raubahn, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted adviser ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted adviser? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
Nah, you've been passed over, dude. Chad's taken over now.
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me?
Ooh.
Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
Take me, Raubahn. Take me now.
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands.
Different story.
I pledged my sword.
Yes, you did.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Little twinkle in her eye. Oh, now he's going to start crying. Yep, called it.
Smile for me, Raubahn. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh, and the comet goes by. Shooting star! Well timed, well timed. All right, and now what do we got? Talk to Lise.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope you were still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Yo, shots fired.
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest.
Yeah, I was just ribbing you.
But I must yield the floor to Raubahn. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
'Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, Father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yeah. Thanks, Pippin, for pointing that out.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humour, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Raubahn.
Well, that was unexpected, though you seem distinctly unsurprised. Either you're more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch.
Yeah, probably a little of both.
In any
right?
event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
I think it's about time I headed back to Ralgar's Reach. What's next for all of you? Alice will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you if you've no objections. I'd welcome the company. Chad, why don't you come along to the Reach as well once you've said your farewells to Nanamo and the others? Nanamo. All right, so upon completion of this quest, you will be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to Royal Menagerie attendant. Why? Okay. Speak to Lise in Ralgar's Reach. See ya, bye. Yes, okay. It seems my road has come full circle. I appreciate your support you showed for me earlier decision. My earlier overruled though it was. Yes, okay. And then Pippin, do I have anything to say to you? I must assume father's responsibilities without delay, lest our rivals, both inside and outside of Ul'dah, retreat or treat his dismissal as a window for opportunity. Rest assured, they will find Tizona's edge just as sharp in my hands. Okay, well, that's everybody I needed to talk to. So I am going back to Ralgar's Reach. So let's see, got to go to Ralgar's Reach, Ralgar's Reach, Ralgar's Reach. It's back over here somewhere. Ralgar's Reach, there we go. All right. I want to correct something here because we've got, like, the game sounds really loud. So I'm going to see what I can do to fix that. Let's see. HUD, system configuration. Maybe it's under system configuration. Let's see. Sound. Oh, master volume 100. BG sound. Ambient sounds. Performance. Sound effects. Background music. I'm going to turn the background music down. If I can hit 75. This could be one of those things where you can't hit 75, right? Okay, we'll leave it at 70. And that'll, yeah, because the background music has just been really loud in my ear, and that'll probably help out too. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back in a flash. So please hang in there, and in the meantime, you can watch some of this stuff that I've got the best of the best of DAG, actually. So hang in there. I am teed up, and I've got water, and I'm ready to take on the rest of Yorza. So, yeah. I think, am I done with this yet? I don't know. So I gotta go this way to talk to somebody. I imagine that probably she's like, oh, I can't run in here. Okay. But I can ride. I gotta talk to Lise. Is she up? She's up at the tent, of course. Hey, Lise. Well, here we are again. Alphanod has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliance, joyous homecomings. It sounds like one of my reviews on my stream. It's like, what did you do tonight? We had joyous homecoming. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Yastola when we heard the report of the primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kalyani. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kind still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, and I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the brood mother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribe first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Kalyana's movement at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army, out of interest? Are we prepared for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. And when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Ralgar's Reach. He just happened to be serving as a Resistance spokesman at the time and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray, but that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Raubahn as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. Go Gunners! Okay, only soccer players will understand that. Sorry, I'm talking sports ball. I remember I'm watching like a basketball game here on my iPad too, so And given the progress in the Namos settlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. Oh, I thought that was fun. Okay, so the Return of the Bull. Okay, we have finished the Return of the Bull, and with the end of the Return of the Bull, that finishes 4.1 patch. So that's the end of 4.1 patch. So now we take on the beginning of patch 4.2. And 4.2 patch is called Rise of a New Sun. S-U-N, not S-O-N. All right. I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. Kusetsu. But what's he hanging out with the gal for? But their generosity ends. Without coins in our pockets for our new attire, we are doomed to look like so much Jetson. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. Sorry, I needed to get some more drink here. Is this his new girlfriend? Apparently. Here, have a lollipop. These dangos are delicious. Will you have one? More sweetbreads? I surrendered my sword to secure what few coins we have. Apparently she likes sweetbreads. Bah, 'tis like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know, but I'm alive and I must return to my master's side. Come, Suyu, we shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, we got the weird music. Okay, here we go. Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Xenos put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. It's fake news, folks. Yeah, right. Okay. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly to take his head, regardless. Nay, Lord Xenos lives? That would be interesting. Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and, above all, accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. Okay, who's the dude in white? We're not going to find out, obviously. All right, back to Lise. Tidings from the East. As opposed to tidings from the East. All right, Yeah, tidings from the east. What is this? Greetings. Oh, it gives me a greeting? Okay. Lise has tidings to share with you. Okay. Share away. Chad, great timing. I was just about to send word to the Scions. I've got lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice it to say, we're in good hand. Just one hand. I caught that. Oh. Having the Bull of Alamigo in the helms done wonders for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made, and we have you and the Sultana to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he'd never have contemplated following his heart. The Council has also decreed that we're to maintain a presence at Ralgar's Reach. Lise will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. All right, that's an exaggeration, and I always get up again anyway. We can hardly afford to lower our guard now, not after our latest brush with Lakshmi. Sounds like Noxema, right? You know, you got to put it on your face kind of thing. Okay. Speaking of which, we have been keeping a close eye on the Kalyana, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's Shanti's daughter, you know, the half-dead one. Okay, for whatever reason, the Kalyana thought she would be the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. And things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I'll keep you reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fordola, she still won't meet my gaze, but she's given up trying to ignore me. I may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet. Chad, there you are. It's Alphanod. And yes, Elise. Is everything all right? We've received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that, she didn't say, only that we should come to Kugani right away. I had a mind for the two of us to set forth anyway, but Elise is determined to make it a party of three. Bring her. Why not? And I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. Well, worry not, sister. I have quite given up on trying to convince you. That's probably a good thing. Whether we two are three, we should depart as soon as possible. You will be joining us, I trust. Huh? I was about to say I'd come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you, Lise. Rest assured, should this business prove to be of even tangential concern to Alamigo, I shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Tataru await us at the Ruby Bazaar's office. Okay, and I've got to go to Kugani, not Ugani. All right, and off I go. And Kugani. And I got to remember to use the Ethernet in order to get to where I need to go. Ethernet. And they said I needed to go to where? Oh, there it is. Ruby Bazaar, that's right. Hey, I'm trainable. What do you know? Don't laugh. It can be done. All right, let me in. Yes. May I show you in? Yes, please. Ah, Tataru. Looking mighty fine there, young lady.
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Raubahn are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest? Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear.
Of course. A course.
Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not.
Oh! Well, shit. That's not good. Let's try this again. Let's see if I'm going to be finishing this stream or whether I'm just going to like stop in the middle of this. It's not looking good. Oh, well, poo. Oh, we'll give it a minute or two and see what happens. The lobby server connection has encountered an error. And yeah, that was the end of that. Okay, so let's try that one more time. All right, let's see if we can get in. To better facilitate the login process, the display of characters information has been simplified. Please use the retrieve character data command if you are re-editing your character. No, I'm not. Just let me in. Character selected was not properly logged out or is currently logged in on another client. Logging character out. Please wait to log in again. Do you wish to leave the queue? No. I guess I do. Please wait and try logging in later. Please wait and log. Okay. So it looks like I'm done for the evening. Well, that sucks. But hey, can't argue with this. So let me just mention that this entire month, you see the thing that I've got going on up there. Okay. This entire month, I'm going to be raising funds for Feeding America. And I want to put in a good word for the charity because they basically collect money and send it to all the different food banks and food pantries that are all over the United States. And so I wanted to make this a plea to you to please consider giving. If you don't want to go and do the QR code that's listed over on the left-hand side of the page, then you can check out my social media. I have a link there. I also have a link in my Twitch profile. So if you open up About Me on Twitch, you'll see that I've got a link in there to the Tiltify fundraiser as well. And you can go ahead and give your funds that way. So I don't care which way you do it. I just want to make this aware that this is our time to be able to step up and provide some assistance for those who cannot help themselves right now. And yeah, things are tight, things are weird, and I'm not going to get into a discussion about the politics behind it, but there are things that we can do. And this happens to be one of them. So if you have the funds to be able to share, I please encourage you to please give and help out these people because they're your neighbors. They're the people you don't suspect that are food scarce, that can't, or food insecure is what they call it. And it could be any number of 1 in 5 kids that are going to school these days. It could be as many as 47 million people every day who don't have enough food on the table to be eating healthy. And so please consider giving. If I don't see you before the next time I see you, have a great day. Have a fun afternoon. Have a fantastic evening. Thank you all for joining. I'm glad that you've enjoyed what I've been doing. If you like the stream, please consider giving us a thumbs up, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a comment. And you can see us all on either YouTube or on the Twitch channel. It doesn't matter which one you follow me on. If you want to know the truth, I've got every single stream that I've ever done for the last 2 years out on my Red channel. Okay, so you can definitely follow me there. And, you know, in the meantime, I love you. So peace out. Bye now.